guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Zapdos, who is an electric flying type Pokemon, and this is a bird that looks like a bird that looks like a Pokemon. I meant to say a Pokemon that looks like a bird. Apologies. Yeah, a Pokemon that looks like a bird. It's very yellow. It kind of you know when kids draw lightning and it's just very ziggy-zaggy shapes. It's very much similar to that, where there's lots of like sharp lines and things like that on it. And when I saw this, apparently I thought of Zeus. Not sure why, but when I guess Zeus is the god of sky and lightning, and this Pokemon is electric and flying, which related to sky and lightning, so I guess it kind of works. So I ended up building this little sky palace thing. It's not quite a palace because it's not huge, but it's like a small little getaway palace that I imagine Zeus goes with some certain lady friends of his, or not lady friends, just certain friendos, to just have some fun, just have fun. I don't know what he does here. I've never been invited, don't really want to be invited, but yeah, look, it's just like a fun little summer palace type thing where, yeah, Zeus takes little trips, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun doing it. There was some things that I wouldn't necessarily have thought that I would have picked, but I did, and I'm kind of glad that I did. There's just like lots of different just lots of different things that I necessarily wouldn't have picked if I had have been, I don't know, like I did. There are a few things like the kitchen. I don't know, I used a lot of Realm of Magic in this, and there are other things that I picked in this that I wouldn't necessarily have picked, and I probably would have gone with the Realm of Magic stuff continually, but I thought, no, let's try and mix and match it just a little bit, and I'm so glad that I did, because it ends up looking way better. And I don't know, this is like one of the first builds where I actually feel pretty confident with it straight off the bat. There's a lot of times you'll see me do things, undo them, do them again, do them differently, put this in, take it away, and just change things quite a lot. And I guess I kind of do that a lot here, but it's because the ideas improved in my head rather than me being second guessy. And I feel like you could probably see that a little bit, like even me just changing the roof. I was like, okay, I like the pitch of this roof, I want to copy it. Simple way to copy it, just delete the roof that I didn't want and rotate, like copy and rotate the one I did want. And it was as simple as that, like it's just, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. And I built it half last night, half this morning. And last night I felt a little bit tired, but I felt fine other than that. And this morning I have woken up and I have a sore throat, a little bit of a sniffly nose. Yeah, not feeling 100%, which is not fantastic. So yeah, overnight caught a cold. One of my roommates does have a cold. And I've been staying away from them. I generally try and avoid my roommates when they're sick, because I don't want to get sick. But I guess when you live together and, use all the same, like we only have one kitchen in the house, so, there's a lot of us going in the kitchen and dealing with that, and, one dining table, so we all sit at the same dining table. Like, yeah, we kind of all have our own chairs, but, there's still the fact that, like, yeah, these are the roommates. As much as I try and avoid them, I'm gonna come into contact with them. And yeah, I might have caught it yesterday, but not quite had it taken hold yet. They've been sick for a couple of days, so yeah, I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier, but I'm also surprised it happened at all. It's 50-50 with when my roommates get sick. I either don't get it at all, or yeah, I'm the first one to get it and I get really, really sick. Well, I say first one to get it, but first one to catch it from someone else in the house. So yeah, I might sound sick for the next couple of days, but I am being very diligent in taking medication and making sure that, yes, I take care of myself, take care of my body, I'm already on my third cup of tea of the day, and it is only 12:30. So, yeah, look. There's going to be a lot of tea, there's going to be a lot of drinking tea, there's going to be lots of water, lots of vegetables, hopefully. I know for tonight's dinner there's not many vegetables, but we do have little microwave packs for vegetables, so I might microwave some of those with my dinner just to make sure that, yeah, I'm keeping healthy food up so that my body can take care of itself. And I mean, today is the day I normally do my extra long shower for my hair. I don't know, I don't really like long showers. I maybe spend 5-10 minutes in the shower, but beyond that, yeah, 15 minutes is probably my longest, but when I wash my hair it can easily get up to half an hour because, I mean, if anyone has long-ish to long hair, then you know, yes, it takes 1,000 years to wash your hair. Especially if you do it properly, which, I'll be honest, I'm 50-50 on whether or not I do it properly. Sometimes I will do the double conditioning, sometimes I'll leave the conditioning, for, like the second conditioning, for another day. Sometimes I don't condition at all because I don't really need it, so yeah, it really depends on whether I want to double condition or not. Oh sorry, double shampoo, not double condition, my bad. Double shampoo. The first round of shampoo lifts the dirt, the second round strips it all away and actually takes it out. I rarely condition. I'll be honest, I rarely condition. My hair doesn't really need it. I'm very grateful for that. Very, very grateful for that because, yeah, it takes a whole step out of the showering process and I can get out quicker. I don't like being in water. I really don't like it. I don't know, I've never liked being in water, so yeah, the idea of just hanging out in water, yeah, not really my thing, not really my favourite thing to do, so I do try and avoid it, but I do enjoy being clean, so I do enjoy showering. It's, I don't know, it's kind of like one of those things where, like, I enjoy it, and then I'm like, alright, I've done everything I need to do, I've, you know, stared off into the distance and thought about 1,000 things, I'm done. I'm getting out now. So, yeah, I do have, like, I don't know, I'm a little weird with it, but, you know, I do enjoy the initial process of the shower because, yeah, getting clean, especially in winter, nice and warm, but then, yeah, when I get overstimulated by the water and I want to get out and then it's cold and I have to quickly dry and get dressed, and I don't like that part. I would like to skip that part where it's just like I get out and suddenly I'm dry and dressed. I don't have to deal with that. But that's not the point. It's not why you guys are here. This is not about my showering. This is about the build. So yeah, like I said, this is a little summer palace type thing. I don't know, it's sort of like a holiday home, I guess. And yeah, I imagine Zeus takes some lady friends here. And like I said, just takes anyone here to hang out and have fun. I'll put it that way. So yeah, it is just a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. The upstairs is split between the bedroom and the bathroom. There is also a little sitting area up there. I didn't add too much to it because if this is like the summer palace, I you know, if this is like a little getaway, a hideaway, whatever, I imagine there wouldn't actually be much stuff here. But I did put some skill building things. So if you do end up living here as a proper, like, you know, this is your home, there is an easel outside on one of these little balcony bits, not upstairs, but the downstairs balcony bit, with a lounge. So I imagine Zeus painting whoever he brought along there. Whoever he brought is laying on the lounge and he's painting them, which I like that idea. I think that's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I just like that idea. I think it's kind of pretty, I don't know, I feel like it would be pretty accurate. I don't know if Zeus can paint. Never really asked the dude. But yeah, there's also a bar. I believe it's just a little globe bar, so it's not like a full big bar. So I'm not too sure how that works. I don't really do gameplay, I'll be honest, so I have no idea how it actually works. But there is also a piano. And then, yeah, the kitchen. So you can do baking, cooking, gourmet cooking, piano skill, what else? The artist career painting. I guess technically you could work on charisma skill in the mirror. That's pretty much it when it comes to that. And I don't know if you guys have noticed quite yet, there are no stairs from the ground level to the second level, but you might have noticed that I did put in some portals. And I have learned, I've not playtested this, but I have heard that if you use portal 1 and exit 1, it'll be fine. It'll work. You can go into the portal 1 and you'll exit from the exit number 1. You've just got to make sure the numbers line up. So you could have, if you, I did have a look at putting portals from this floor to the floor above instead of stairs, and I used portal 2 and exit 2 for that. Because otherwise, you would be going through all these different areas and it wouldn't make sense. You just have to make sure the numbers line up. So again, if you ever want to do it, that's my recommendation. And apparently, it does work. So, just keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you use the right numbers to line them up. And then there's 7 gates. There's portal 1, 2, 3. There's exit 1, 2, 3. And then there is the gate to the realm of magic realm. Realm of magic realm. Wow. To the where the wizard school is, basically. So if you wanna have a gate also like that here, you could definitely do that. You would just have to make sure that you line up all the correct ones. And I've also found that once you place it, don't move it again. Like, even lifting this up again, you'll see I raise the platform up that this is on. It's technically the second floor. I just raise it up even higher. And the portal animation glitches and doesn't move with it, so I just keep deleting them and reattaching them, replacing them, because they just keep on glitching out. So it's probably one of those things where at the end, just make sure they're all the right numbers, and that if you have moved them, that you replace them with the correct, like if you've moved exit number 2, that you replace it with another, like delete that and replace it with another exit number 2, just to make sure that it all works out. And I don't know, I think it's kind of a cool little thing to do, because it means that you have ways to get around, but I don't think you have to be a spellcaster to do that, because I'm pretty sure to get to the spellcasting school, you don't have any spellcasting abilities, so I'm pretty sure you can be not a spellcaster to go through them. But you can kind of see to the left there's the portal image floating, but the portal is on the right. That's what I was talking about. They will glitch out like that. I don't know what will happen in live mode, so I don't want to mess around with you guys and have you guys fix it up, so I just fix it up for you. And you can see the other one is kind of half floating, like the gate is above where the portal bit is, so again, I fix those up later. I fix them up a million times because I keep making all these changes and moving them around and whatnot. So again, if you are using them, please make sure that you have a look at them before you finish your build and upload it, because otherwise you might have a little bit of a glitchy moment where they don't work. I have no idea if they will work or not. But you can see here I'm replacing it with the correct one, and then the portal images kind of glitch back into it, and it's all good. But this is not the only time I fix them. There's 57 other times that I have to fix. Specifically the exit one. I don't think I moved that one on the terrain. I think that one stays where it is. But I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to look like it's actually in the clouds now. So what I've used for clouds is actually snow. Originally I was going to use the snow from Snowy Escape, but it's got a flat bottom, and this one I think, not 100% sure, but I think it's Seasons. I think. And it's got that dual, it's got top and bottom, And that one you can use tool on. You can move it around, you can rotate it, whatnot, things like that. But with the, what do you call it? The Snowy Escape one, I could not get it to, I couldn't grab it with tool, I couldn't move it, couldn't rotate it, couldn't do anything with it. So yeah, if you do end up wanting to use it, just be aware of that yeah, you can't mess around with tool. And yeah, if you do end up downloading my builds, all of them I recommend having move objects on. It just makes life easier if you do. Because I use so much stuff. I mean, I don't use tool all the time, but I do use it quite a bit. So it's just safer and easier if you do. And yeah, the thing I love about tool is that if you're a console player or if you don't have tool, it doesn't matter. Like it's not gonna, like CC, you have to have the exact CC that I have, but you don't have to have tool. You don't have to have better build by. You don't have to have any of that, because it doesn't actually, I was gonna say it doesn't add anything to the game, but what it does is it just helps me build differently. So I don't have to go searching in the debug menu and scroll for 1,000 years. It's all already sorted into the game, which is beautiful. You know, this is all debug landscaping already in there. There's quite a lot of debug landscaping. That's probably my number one thing I love about it, is the landscaping. It makes it so much easier to access, to deal with, to build with. It's yeah, a lot more manageable, a lot more handy, and yeah, I don't know. I definitely enjoy it. And yeah, like I said, you guys don't have to have tool to be able to play with this build. You just have to put move objects on, which is an in-game thing. Like, you don't have to have any mods or anything like that to do it. So yeah, that's why I'm okay with using certain mods, because yeah, it doesn't change or affect you. You know, like if I just used things that were within the game, right, like move objects, I could, you know, try my best to put things in certain places and whatnot, and then have it not be usable because it's just so cluttered. But with tool, like, I could do the same thing like I did. It doesn't matter whether I use tool or not, I can still do that within the game. It's not really adding or changing anything to it, it's just I can now rotate things or raise them up very specifically, and it's very handy. I very much appreciate it. So yeah, if you are someone who wants to use tool but you're scared to kind of use it, please do. I recommend it 10 out of 10. It's something that, you know, you just start small, you just learn one bit at a time, and then you can start to do more and more cooler things. You know, I started with raising objects or lowering them and resizing them, rugs specifically, but you can be as detailed as you want with it. Another thing I've done is there are doors or archways, and if you want to create sort of like a seamless archway with no panels, I guess, no wood around it or whatever, you can just shrink it down to this tiny little size, and you can't even see it. Like, it's brilliant. But then also in the same breath, you can also grab it with tools. So like you tools just save you for everything. And I feel like tool is okay with picking up, you know, when you put objects down but then you can't grab it again and they're just stuck there. I think tool can grab most of those, which has also come very handy, because you just draw a little box around the item and then it grabs the item and you delete it, and it's a lifesaver, honestly. So yeah, I definitely recommend tool if you can. I would love if tool was actually an in-game thing, but I would want Twisted Mexi, who is the creator of tool, to do it, to implement it and to get compensated for it, because I can't live without it. It's brilliant and beautiful, and I think the creator of the mod should be congratulated and rewarded for the beautiful effort and energy that is the mods. I mean, anything Twisted Mexi is amazing. You know, I definitely recommend ModGuard if you are wanting anything. ModGuard is probably the number one thing to get, because it will tell you if there is malicious mods or CC in your folder, in your mods folder. 10 out of 10 recommended, because yeah, it will tell you like, hey, this one is kind of dodgy and you should probably delete it. And I don't think I've ever had it show up as malicious on my computer, but that's because I'm super careful with what I download. I don't trust anything or anyone. Like if a really, really, really big creator has used those mods, then I will feel comfortable and confident to use those ones. And generally CurseForge I feel pretty safe with. There are a few creators who have been hacked, and yeah, some people have put malicious stuff on there, but I've never personally used their stuff. But yeah, like, and again, Twisted Mexi and other Sims Discords that I'm in, they all say like, hey, this is the thing that's currently malicious at the moment, and yeah, it's super helpful to have that stuff sort of shared. It's, I don't know, it's very beautiful. I do love the Sims community who share that sort of stuff. You know, you guys, if you do share it, you're amazing and beautiful and wonderful, and if you are the people who are doing it, please don't. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not very nice. But I do love seeing the community come together and be like, hey, like this person was hacked and somebody did something bad with their stuff, and that makes me like, I feel better that they're hacked rather than malicious, because if they were malicious themselves, that's just like super disappointing. But if they were hacked, then it means that they're still a good person and they're still someone to trust and use and whatnot once they get their account secured again. But yeah, ModGuard definitely 10 out of 10 will use every day of the week. And yeah, I don't know. The mods I have are more just to make my life a little bit easier. They're not necessarily anything to add anything. I say add anything to the game. Like, yes, tool add stuff to the game because I can manipulate objects a lot more than what the vanilla game lets me do. But I'm not adding, you know, like CC, you're adding new stuff to the game, new items to the game. And yes, I do use CC sometimes, but it's only in February, and it's one of those things where, like, I feel bad every time I use it, but I also love using it, so it's sort of, yeah, that 50-50, I don't know what I'm doing, do I want to do it, do I want to not, but that's why I've assigned CC to only February, so that, yeah, I'm not crowding everyone with CC, and I know not everybody can use it, I know not everybody wants to use it, and so yeah, that's kind of why I do that. But I don't know, it's fun. I do enjoy using it, and I think I'm gonna definitely enjoy using it during the A to Z challenge, which is a challenge that is coming up. I've been talking about it a lot recently, but that's because it starts in July. There is a link down below in the description for if you want to hear more about it, if you want to hear all the specific rules and whatnot. But the rundown of it is, it runs for 26 weeks, but each week is its own individual challenge. So if you don't want to do every week, you don't have to do every week. You could just do every second week or just a handful of weeks, whatever makes you happy. And yeah, essentially you get the letter and you do a build or cast creation based on that letter. So, you know, for the letter A, I've done an airport before, I have done an army base, and there's something else I've done, but I don't remember what it was. An arcade, that's what I did. So yeah, like you can do fun stuff like that, but you know, with the letter A, you could do an accountant or a person whose name starts with A. It's really up to you guys. But yeah, like I said, there's a link to a Notion page down below. It's got all the rules, the countdowns, the timers, the hashtags, previous entries with the people's names attached, so if you want to go check them out, I definitely recommend it. But yeah, it's definitely a really fun challenge. I personally enjoy it so much. I do use CC for it, but if you want to officially enter, it's a no CC challenge. But if you don't want to officially enter, do whatever you want. I'm not gonna, like, it's really just to get you out of comfort zone. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.